disclaimer, I do not own any rights to the characters, video clips, music, and images. They belong to their owners for entertainment purposes only. No copyright infringement is intended. All right. What up, co-host?
What to do, co-host?
Hello. Who do we have in the room with us today?
Who is here with us?
No, we're a little late. It's okay. It's Friday night. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Y'all know we try to do what we can with what we have.
Hello, everyone.
Trying to get the song to play.
I can hear something real
song.
faint.
Oh, it's faint. Hold on, let me. Can we hear it now? No, still.
Kind of, sort of, not really.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my I'm dealing with moving. It's been difficult, y'all. I'm living out of boxes. So living out of boxes. Next week, I'm gonna have the music pumping. Don't trip.
Yeah, see, look, every week it's gonna get better and better because I'm gonna have us some little fancy something going on next week.
Yes.
Get this all figured out.
So let's see. Oh, can we see? Are there people here?
Yeah. They coming on in the room. Come on in the room. I'm ready to talk about Miss Mulan and Gaston.
And Gaston. Gotta love it.
Hello.
Who all with us? If y'all can just say your name so I can see you. Say, hey, how you doing? Rep your city, if you will.
Rep your city. Rep your city.
Hey. And sorry, y'all, I'm looking real darkish right now. This room doesn't have a light in it. And yeah, it's getting installed tomorrow. So I'm doing the best that I can. And I didn't want y'all to see all my boxes and stuff, and it's looking real rough.
Look, congratulations on the move.
Thank you. That is the most stressful thing.
I know.
So stressful.
That's all right, though. It's called growth.
Yes, very much so.
Look, I'm sitting here.
But side note, co-host, you see these teeth though? Even in the dark, y'all, it's the Colgate for me.
You on white, okay?
On white. I just want you guys to take a moment to appreciate it.
Oh, I can see Ava's name.
Ava.
Hey, cousin Lucius.
Cousin Lucius.
Who said they like my hair? Look, thank y'all.
That was Shell.
Thank you, Shell. Look, I decided to blow my hair out at about 10 minutes till 9. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Is that Melissa talking? She's here and she's up.
Here we go again with that. There it is. Boom. Mute it. There. Now I can see. Hey, Melissa, Ava, Grandma Susie, how y'all doing?
How do you... Let's see here. Well, I just need... Oh, he done slipped out again. He coming back. How do I get to Google Docs on my phone? Why is it so difficult? Co-host, what happened? He fell off a stool or something. Shall I go check on him, make sure he okay? He ain't broke a hip. Hey, y'all. Look, y'all gonna have to bear with Carl and I today. We going through some transitions. He has had a successful move. And I think I'm gonna do some crochet with my hair. So I need to blow it out. It's stages to this thing, okay? One day at a time. One day at a time here. So you got to blow it out first, right? and then I'm gonna do some crochet. So then I'm at the cornrow it on another day, right? And then on day 3, the crochet might get in. Y'all pray for me. All of this here, and it ain't even straight. Help me, Holy Spirit.
But it looks good though. That's all that matters. It looked good.
I love the way my hair grow out of my scalp, so I'm gonna just give it to you today. I know so many people that can't give it to you.
That period.
I'm
That
gonna just
part.
let you have it.
Lord. So you
All right,
ready,
let's get
friend?
it.
Because I'm ready. I am ready. This is a topic I have been looking forward to.
Look, we're gonna roll with it. Um,
Works for me. Works for me.
all right. So thank you for
Ready. This
blah,
is a topic I have been. It did it again. There we go. I'm ready now. I'm
welcome
good.
to, all right, welcome to T.D.T Talk, where we tell you,
The damn truth.
hey y'all, thank you for being with us this evening. I'm so excited about the month of June. So June, we are going to be talking about Disney characters, right? So dissecting your personality traits. What Disney or Pixar character do you identify with? And tonight's lineup, we have Mulan versus Gaston. Yeah, look, I need a
Yes.
little hand clap buzzer or
Yes.
something.
There it is. You can see it.
So as always, even though we are talking about cartoon characters, we may still talk about topics that may possibly trigger you. Because we are therapists, we do kind of incorporate mental health into everything that we do. So if you are feeling like you need to discuss some things that's going on in your life more in depth, please contact us and we will ensure confidentiality and connect you with someone we partner with.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
That
Do I
sounded
need to
so
read that
beautiful.
copyright disclaimer again?
No, you good because it already played. So we good on the copyright disclaimer.
All right, because we got muted last week, y'all. We don't want to get muted
Don't
again.
want to get muted again.
All right, Carl, look, I don't have my outline up, so you're going to have to feed it to me.
Okay, I'll
All
feed it to
right.
you. Mulan. Mulan. So, y'all, first of all, before we even get started to the nitty gritty, let's just give Sharon a hand clap, y'all. She finally has started watching some Disney movies. She didn't know any of these characters.
I was like, this is about to be a setup. What is he trying to, encourage everybody to do for me? What? To
Yes,
stay,
so
to throw me some shade. To throw
just
me
just a
some
little bit.
shade. Yes,
So,
so I've watched 2 additional. Thank you, Christina. I have watched 2 additional Disney cartoons.
all
Actually,
right.
just one because I only saw the live action of Beast. I was not paying $19.99 for the cartoon. Sorry.
Lord. Okay,
I
so
got Disney
what you
Plus for
think?
free.
What you think?
Okay, so you know what? They were very enjoyable, but definitely I was watching them through my adult eye. I was watching it through my clinical eye, and I was like, oh,
Hmm.
wait a minute. Oh my gosh. It's almost like
Big
you need
difference.
to watch it with your children and then possibly give them a disclaimer in the beginning, but then also discuss it in the end.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Let's talk about Mulan.
All right. So cultural barriers. Trying to keep her in the box. Do you agree or disagree?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So Mulan was Chinese, and
Mhm.
from what I gathered and I'm not talking about what I know about the culture on my own. We are specifically talking about the movies. So from the movie, the cultural aspect was she was supposed to be extremely ladylike, right? I guess that's how I can sum it up. She was supposed to learn how to pour tea. Um, I remember that was she got it all over everybody. She was also supposed to learn some rules to being a
Mhm.
lady and cultured and how she's supposed to act. And she had the white powder on her face and all of this stuff. They were trying to train her. I guess like a finishing school is what they
Yeah.
used to call it back in the day type thing. So
Poised
they
and
were trying,
proper.
yeah, they were trying to mold her into being um, this prim and proper young lady, but she was
Hmm.
extremely rough around the edges.
Very much so. Very much so. Um,
Kind of like
what
she reminded me of me. I mean, she was just chill. She was cool. She was just doing what she wanted to do.
exactly? So, what did you see about equality for her?
There was none. So, according to the movie, women were dismissed by men. They were not supposed to speak. Whenever she went and tried to protect her dad and was like, Dad, no, you can't go fight. They was like, oh, you need to teach your daughter better to talk to a
Hmm.
man and all of this. And he's like, Mulan, you disgraced me. I was like, dang, daddy, you just gonna diss her like that?
Just like that.
Golly.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So, about what do you feel about hiding her true self?
So Mulan could not be the boss, fearless warrior that she was, right? Like
Hmm.
she had no fear. She just went head first into everything that she did. And when she did that, it worked out. But she wasn't able to be herself due to the cultural barrier. So she
Hmm.
had to cut her hair, bless that baby heart, which I might do, y'all. I don't know. I might come back with a
No, she ain't. No,
it's
she
no
ain't.
telling what might happen here. Look, it's
No,
no
she ain't.
telling. I
Keep,
get to looking, but
keep going with your thoughts.
she had to cut off her hair and put it up in that little bun and sneak off to take a bath and all of this stuff because she had to pretend to be a man to learn how to fight at the camp they went to, the warrior camp, um, so that she could defend her family.
Okay. So, talk a little bit about the training, her training, and into comparisons with the male counterpart.
So this is my take on it. So they tried to make it seem like she clumsily happened upon being better than everyone else. But she really didn't. She outsmarted everyone. Some
Hmm.
things she did was kind of clumsy and it just kind of happened. But whenever she sat down and thought, like when she had to get up the pole, when she sat down and thought about that thing, she was like, I'm determined. I'm going to get up this pole. She figured it out. You know, it's
Hmm.
kind of like how do you knock down the door? Do you knock it down with an axe, kick it in, or do you knock down the door? Type
Hmm.
riddle. So she
Hmm.
had to figure it out, and she did. So she proved to be superior to the men mentally, and that caused her to be a better warrior. Just like when she saw the ice cap or
Hmm.
whatever in her knife, in her sword, and then she figured if she shot the cannon or whatever they were calling it at that,
The
it would drop.
firecracker.
You have to be a methodical thinker. You have to be a critical thinker in order to come up with that. The
Hmm.
males, oh my gosh. So first of all, Eddie Murphy gives me life. I just love it when he plays cartoons. He referred to the men as one of the things he said that the men, you know, they stink and all of that, and they're nasty and they stink. And he was like, actually, I kind of like that. What did he call it? That cheddar smell or something. Cheese and cracker smell or something he called it, like stink feet. I said, oh, he is so disgusting.
Right.
But the boys, they were the ones who were clumsy and
Hmm.
not thinking.
So, let's sum this part up. We all know that Mulan is considered a Disney princess. Tell me what was your take on love for her?
So that was not her goal. When she went to the finishing classes or whatever, they were preparing her to be a wife, teaching her the things she's supposed to do for her husband, to be submissive, right? This is a thing. Men
Hmm.
want men want us to be submissive to them. Okay, fine. All right, yeah. We're not gonna go there tonight. In
Not
context, we're
tonight.
not gonna go there tonight. I'm just gonna hold off over here tapping. But in the right context, that is okay. But they
Hmm.
were teaching her, this is just the way of life. This is what you're supposed to be and nothing else. You gotta mute everything else because you're only supposed to be this submissive person. Um, what was the question?
So, because we know the typical storyline for Disney princesses in love, what was your take on it?
So she was not concerned about love at all. This is the part I think I like the most about the movie and why it spoke to me, because that was not her goal. She went out to fight in place of her dad for her country. She
Mm-hmm.
went out to do something honorable. She wasn't thinking about a man. But in the end, love found her.
Mm-hmm.
So they do it backward. They don't do it like that in the live action. The live action is pretty false. I think it's way more modernized. But the original, the cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
he, which is how it's supposed to be, he came for her to her village at
Mm-hmm.
the end and approached her. She
Yep.
was not, I believe she saw him as a friend, just like
Mm-hmm.
she saw all the other guys as well. So I like that because I am one of these people. We know I have like, okay, well, God, well, this is what I want. This is what I want, and this is when I want it. As of very recent, I'm over it. If it find me, fine, but
Gotcha.
it's gonna have to find me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this movie spoke to me. So I liked it.
Okay.
Very
Lovely, lovely.
non-traditional Disney princess.
Okay. Love your overture about this. You guys comment in the chat box. Let us know if you agree with the questions that were posed and if that was a take that you had on it. So I'm gonna touch on a few things, and then y'all know me. I love to bring things to the culture. I love to bring things to the culture. So some of the characteristic traits that me and Sharon were able to identify was that Mulan was very much a forward-thinking and logical individual. Um, she was able to perceive her next move to make it her best move. And so that was one thing that a character trait that we absolutely loved. You want to read what Ava said?
Yes, Ava says, when you are doing you and doing you well, your true purpose will shine and you will be recognized in the end. It may take
Yeah,
some time, but it will happen. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
beautiful. There it is. Beautiful. Love that. Definitely love that. So going off of what Ava was saying too, she wasn't a traditional girly girl. That wasn't her. She was walking, I wouldn't say in her truth per se, because I don't think Mulan woke up and was like, I want to be a warrior today. But
Mm-mm.
because of life circumstances, she was able to answer the call of duty to protect her father. And the one thing that I liked about Mulan was the fact that even within her family, when they found out the armor was gone and everybody was scrounging around like, oh God, what do we do? What do we do? If we say anything, they gonna kill her. So
Yeah.
shut it up. We gonna rock behind Lee. That's my son, and we gonna keep it pushing. So I love the unity behind that. So
Mm-hmm.
due to her being headstrong, which was another characteristic we identified, she was able to honor her family, even though the odds were stacked against her. She was very compassionate and empathetic. She did not take no for an answer, period. And she broke down cultural barriers. So, y'all, who does this sound like to you guys?
Who does that sound like?
What culture does this remind you of? Just, just want to see. Where's Alex Trebek? Who, who can name that culture? And it's the one thing that I took away from Mulan and many other Disney characters or movies, y'all, there's some deep seated black folks for the win.
For the
Black
one.
folks for the
Well, I mean, it
300,
was
Alex.
another minority culture, right?
Yes, yes, very much so. So, every culture has its struggles, but we tend to be able to identify with a lot of struggles that other cultures may have recently faced. There's a lot of hashtag and movements going on now, but we've been there. We've
Mm.
done that. We could write several books, and we're still waiting for our 40 acres and a mule, but that's neither here nor there. But Disney, y'all, Disney and Pixar, there's some tricky little characters. And being an adult and looking at these movies as, with your adult eyes, of course, because now we're not in that magical Disney world as we once were as children. And then to add the clinical lens to it, you begin to see that there's little seeds that are placed. And I think the one thing that I want everybody to take away from this fun topic and all of that is talk with your children. Be mindful of what they're interpreting from the Disney movies or any children movies or shows. My son will never, ever, ever watch SpongeBob. You couldn't pay me to let that child watch SpongeBob. Just not going to happen. So, moving on to my boy.
Gaston.
Gaston.
Now, disclaimer, I only saw the live action. Now,
Shame.
the live action and the cartoon of Mulan was way different. So
Completely.
I'm hoping Beast was not very different from Beauty and the Beast.
So I saw the live action and I saw the animated, and they were very similar. Beast wise was very similar. There were a lot of characteristics that were portrayed in the live action that it was pretty much like a mirrored image from the animated movie. So I think they did a pretty good job with Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, minus the whole. It wasn't a whole shit ton of singing, and I was okay with that. I was cool with that in the live action. You know what I mean? It was good for me.
There was more in the cartoon.
Girl, there were so many damn songs, so many songs, all the time. The heifer stomped their foot, and it was a song. A bird farted going 40 miles an hour, and they made a toot toot song. They was always singing.
Not a toot toot.
Yes, it was just toot toot, just songs. Okay, so look, whole battery trying to die off on me. So Gaston, excuse me, was unapologetically himself, very egotistical.
Yes.
He was charismatic and handsome. He was a ladies' man, aka an F boy,
stalker,
or an F boy. Tomato.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. He was extremely conceited and extremely self-absorbed. He did not take no for an answer. He was hyper-focused on his goals, manipulative as all get out, and was willing to commit murder to get what he wanted. That say a lot.
All right. Yes, he was a stalker. Look, I totally agree. He was a stalker. I was like, my gosh. There's one thing to not take no for an answer and to persevere and to try harder. But when it comes to pursuing a woman, no stands for something. No once, no twice. That's a definite right there. He stalked her the whole movie. Even tried to throw her daddy in a crazy house to get rid of him. Oh my goodness. He just would not stop. He wouldn't let anything get in his way.
Period. So, y'all, we didn't do a whole bunch we didn't want to do the character traits for Gaston because, again, he was perceived to be the bad guy in Beauty and the Beast, for those of you guys that do not know. So some of the similar traits, because I really want to get into this conversation with you, Sharon, especially before my computer shut down on me.
What happened?
So, Sharon, what were some similar characteristic traits that you saw?
Well, both of them didn't take no for an answer, but
very
it
much
presented
so.
very differently. So when Mulan wouldn't take no for an answer, like, okay, Dad was like, you dishonored me, and Grandma did. Anybody peep Grandma when she was like telling her to go in the house? Grandma didn't say that many words, but her facial expressions, and when she did that, I was like, I love it. But Mulan, she found her not taking no was more of her finding ways to be great, right? Finding ways to do something positive. Gaston, not taking no for an answer. he can get caught up on some charges. Okay, so stalking charge, uh, possible
Especially with that,
assault charge.
what is it? The hashtag Me Too movement,
Yeah,
the
because
cancel culture.
he kept like grabbing her. That's an assault charge right there.
Hmm.
Murder because he tried to kill. How many times did he shoot Beast? God, I was like,
Yeah,
first of all,
he was
Beast
trying to
took a
empty a
bullet.
clip
Beast took a bullet like a G, but
that let out
but
cry though that hurt my soul.
oh Lord, attempted murder. Yes, all of these, all of these.
Yes.
But
So
go ahead, go ahead.
okay, so there was some matter of fact, I want you to finish your train of thought because then I'm about to hit you with an okie doke. So finish your thought.
Well, my thought was, although Gaston was just, I mean, he could have got some charges. And I think that may lead to another point because he was so revered in his community and everyone loved him and he was popular and perceived that he was the perception of beauty and everything that was great. No one said anything to him. He was never corrected. He got away with everything.
Yes. So I just want to take a time to pause because I said it briefly that Gaston would be today's version of a F boy. You know, I'm trying to work on my profanity, y'all, so please bear with me. So he would be the definition of it. And y'all know we know 4 or 6 homies. Some of y'all may have been past lovers that were some F boys. And look at the stuff that they got away with. Y'all got 6 children 30 minutes apart from each other. And that boy still get love, still get play, the whole nine. Y'all will give up your EBT card, your rent. And first of all, the pipe work can't be that good where you sitting in the dark. I was in the dark just 5 minutes ago for 2.5 seconds. Uncomfortable. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go to the light.
But you're right though. Look, I was watching this YouTube video and it's because the thing is make sure you have a baby with somebody that's got some money so you can get that bag. That's the thing, right? Get that bag. Mm-hmm. And the girl was like, she was being interviewed by Tasha K. I like her. And she was like, well, did you know that he had, kids and baby mamas before you? She was like, yeah. She was like, well, what baby mama are you? She was like, maybe 4 or 5. Tasha was like, I heard you was like 7 or 8.
Lay them straight, depending on where you at.
But you knowingly did that. He ain't provided for the first 4 that he got.
That part.
Come with number 5. Why we
and it baffles me. And again, I'm not blaming Disney. I'm not blaming Pixar. But y'all, there's some deep-rooted seeds that are placed in our psyche as children, and we begin to act them out as adults unconsciously. We're not even aware that we're doing that. So all the boys wanted to be Prince Charming, Gaston. It's usually Prince Charming that usually gets all the girls. Hell, I like Shrek because he was an OG. He was like, I'm big, I'm green, and I like to fart. What's poppin'? Take me as I am.
Let me put that out. I don't want a Shrek, but I enjoyed his character.
Very much so. But y'all, if you look at the characteristics, as Sharon pointed it out, they shared a lot of same similarities. And it was how society perceived them that determined the outcome, be it the happily ever after or that dude fell off of the cathedral and we don't know if he's going to make it to season 2. That's kind of where we were at. So, and for me, this kind of just hit home because, yes, I may look a certain way or I may act a certain way or talk a certain way, but I'm very educated. But education doesn't come forth upon glance. You know what I mean? You have to talk to me to see how I verbalize my words to understand that, oh, he knows a thing or two. But perception, you would think that I'm slanging rock. And truth be told, I can't go to jail. I'm not built for that life. somebody gonna die in the first 24 hours, and I can almost guarantee it's not gonna be me. So I
First
can't
4
go to
days
jail.
inside jail.
Inside jail, lockdown edition. Like
Hmm.
I'm not about that life. Um, but it was one single moment that changed the outcome for Gaston or Mulan. And that's what I kind of try to convey to my clients. You're one decision, one choice away from society perceiving you a certain way. And y'all, they share a lot of characteristics, very similar. One
That
was
is so
considered a
true.
princess, and one was considered a perv. Let's just call it what it was.
But he wasn't. We see him as the perv he is. But in the
Mm-hmm.
movie, he was portrayed as this very outgoing, charismatic, handsome, can't help but love him,
Mm-hmm.
uh, white man, right? So the chiseled face. I did a talk last week on beauty and race, and
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about the Eurocentric concept or the Eurocentric expectation of what beauty is.
Mm-hmm.
So those white features, and he had all of those. If you
Very
Google
much so.
it, you will Google Gaston. Had all those Eurocentric features, and
Yep.
that's the perception of beauty. So it was really driven home in this movie.
Very much so. So, what do you say, Sharon, for people that are like, "Oh, Carl, he's out there. He's a radical thinker. Who would think Disney or Pixar is sending us subliminals?" What would you say, especially taking into consideration you didn't watch a lot of these movies growing up? So this, and you've asked me quite a few times, like, what's the movie? Who that character from? Okay, I'm gonna go do my homework. So, from a newfound Disney viewer, what would you say as far as the seeds and the subliminals?
Oh, there were a bunch of them. I don't know if it's just because I'm an adult now watching it that I
Hmm.
see it. Even the movies that I did watch when I was younger, as I watched them again, I'm like, well, wait a minute, I didn't see it like that
Yeah.
25, 30 years ago. But yeah, you do see it. There's a lot of hidden images in these movies that our
Yes.
children should not see, but these subliminal things are implanted into our unconscious for a reason. It's called mind control by the media. So, Carl, whoever wants to call you a conspiracy theorist or whatever else you listed, fine, because they don't have to call me one too. It's true. It's
It
true
is.
and it's facts.
It is. And y'all, we are going to continue to have fun with these series, but I really want you guys to pay attention. Perception is key. And as we continue with the series, y'all will find that I don't agree that some of these princesses, A, should have been princesses. And not all the villains were necessarily villains. Like, this is really going to be a fun topic. So, what y'all
Speaking of
think?
speaking of villains, can I just go there?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I can't help it. Can I go there on the villain in Mulan?
Okay.
To me, okay, so I'm watching the movie. And everyone is Chinese and they all have the same complexion. Um, the only people that were different were the villain, the evil people. I know there had to be something to distinguish the two.
Hmm.
Tone and facial expression distinguish you from someone else very well, you
Very,
know.
very.
So, but what I noticed in this movie was that the villain and his crew were like mud looking. They were very dark. I
Hmm.
don't know if they were from another culture, country, Asian country, or what, where that country they are that dark, but it was like almost black crayon dark. You know how the black crayon looks gray? It was
Uh-huh.
almost like that type of dark. Now, when we talk about black and white, y'all say I want to go. I ain't want to go here. But when we talk about
It's
black and
true.
white, right? And
Hmm.
what we have been trained to believe, white is snow, white is pure. You know, we hear all these white is that. So white is good, black is bad.
Black is night. Hmm.
Yeah. So darkness, evil, that's associated with the color black. So I
Yep.
don't know. I don't know. I just found it very strange.
And I love
Um,
that you said it because it's so true. And it's in y'all. Can, can anybody out here in YouTube, Facebook, Instaland, can you just type in, let us know, name one movie that you know where the villains were darker? Because I can literally list like four of them right off gate and ain't seen them in years.
was there another one? There was another one I saw a little piece. Oh, I saw Little Mermaid.
Who?
Ursula, Little Mermaid.
Oh, girl, I thought you said Lauren Bates. I was like, who the hell Disney movie is that?
What? Little Mermaid. Let me
Thank you.
articulate
Okay.
it.
There we go.
Uses education. The Little Mermaid.
Thank you.
Ursula in The Little Mermaid was fat and black with an attitude problem. I can't wait to talk about her. I hope
Oh,
we go
yeah.
head to head with her.
Oh, we are. You know we are. Yes, Ursula gonna be lit. You can only see the comments, girl, because if I click the chat button again, it's gonna kick me out.
I don't see any comments, so
Okay.
nothing popped up. Um, but yeah, I mean, we definitely can name them.
Ursula was one. Cruella Deville. When she throughout the majority of the movie, she was this prim and proper, skinny, crazy white lady. But when the heifer got mad, all of a sudden some exhaust smoke hit. The heifer done turned gray. Her eyes started going all crazy. I was like, dang.
What, Carl? Could you repeat the question again?
The question is, how name one or two, three possibly, three Disney movies in which the villain at some point the color transformed. They got darker. And it is tons of them, y'all. Tons of them. Lilo and Stitch.
Man, I watched that one too when I was a kid. I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
One thing I would like to say, as I was looking up some of these movies that we may, possibly watch or talk about this month, I noticed that Disney has a disclaimer. And they said that instead of removing the content or removing the movie, because you lose a lot of coins that way, they wanted to address the situation. And I like that they addressed the situation by saying, we want you to know that the things in this movie reflect on a time from the past where what did it say? I should have wrote it down.
You did
It
because
was
I
like
remember you saying it.
people were treated unfairly, cultures were mocked or whatever it said. But they have
Hmm.
a whole disclaimer about how they wanted to address it and they don't believe these things anymore. And I really like that.
Okay. That's cute. That was
I
real.
like
That
it because when you own it, just own it. Just own
own
it.
it.
Don't act like
Own it.
it's not true. It did happen and it wasn't right. I don't want you to remove the movie either because I need it to teach my kids. But I can appreciate that.
So, do you feel that Disney is going to come to a point where they begin to incorporate more cultures in a timely fashion? Because what, there's 40 or 50 white princesses and there is one black princess,
Tiana's
one
still holding it down.
one Asian princess, one aquatic princess who looked white. Um that was Ariel, Little Mermaid. That was about it, y'all. And then
Aquatic.
even with the black with Tiana and Princess and the Frog, we're gonna talk about this some too. But y'all, am I the only one that feels like they portray like some of the darkest parts of
Well, I
black
think that was
culture?
I think that was because it was in wasn't it didn't it take place in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were just I think they were just talking about the Creole culture possibly or the Cajun culture down there with the spirits and all of that stuff. I think that was a cultural thing. Yeah,
I
so Moana was Hawaiian.
Oh,
and
and Moana.
Pocahontas. So we can name them, right?
We can't, but y'all, that was one per each culture. And then
One.
Pocahontas, one. There was Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Cinderella, Yorella, My Fella. It was a bunch of them. A bunch of them. My thing is, y'all, even with the Disney movies, okay, so we'll go on a limb and say that they were doing the culture for Creole or whatever, Cajun, whomever. But if we go back to Hercules, why did the five black sisters have to be churchgoers? There was no R&B soul. They just had to be from the Kojic community, hitting every note in unison and harmony. I'm just tired of us
I,
being portrayed. It
I
didn't
gotta
have
go
to
watch
matter.
it. I'm
Gr-
gonna watch
Who,
it with your
who put the
commentary
gliding
in my.
gladiators? Hercules. They was in it. They hit the notes.
Oh, wait a minute. So they sang all the songs gospel style.
Every song, even the song
Okay.
talking about Hercules being fine. And he said, "That's Hercules." No, you mean Hercules. I said, so now all the big aunties at the cookout be talking about the young dudes. Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna go watch it with your commentary in my head, and it's gonna be
Please do.
hilarious. I am here for it.
Please do. But I just hope, again, as we take this journey, we
Look,
begin to see.
somebody said, I wish I could see who's making these comments. Someone said that they made the movie. Hold up.
Hey, they did do good with the
I
songs is
think they
lit.
added the flavor to it.
They added the flavor, but why does it always? We have four types that are always played in movies, even in animated. It's four types, never fails. Like there's more. I just choose to believe that there is more to Black culture than just gospel gangsters, players. It has to be more. Just like I'm pretty sure in the Asian community, there's more to them. But what do you automatically think of? Karate. I don't care who you are.
Well, Carl, whenever we make a movie, what the movies made by us, what are we doing in those movies? We selling drugs, selling tail. What else we doing?
Well,
Something illegal,
Keenan Peele.
carjacking,
No, Keenan Peele. We was trapped in a never-ending hell loop with
crazy,
the T.
psychotic. And look,
So
we
it
look
was
stupid in
different.
those movies because I'm like, he don't see what they doing. He don't feel like he want to run.
It
You
was the
know,
single tear for me. It was the single tear for
the
me. I
single
said, "Oh,
tear took you down. Yes.
it took me down."
So I mean, I'm all about accountability. When we make a movie, what quality movies are we making?
And why do we feel like that's the only thing that's going to sell? And even with, like I said, with Gaston, and it just makes me wonder, like, when when will enough be enough in the sense of giving our children something to actually absorb to help them be better as adults? The one movie, I don't know if it was Disney or Pixar, but what's that movie with the feelings? The girl was going to
I use it.
college.
I use it in therapy all the time.
Me too, and I can't think of the
Oh,
not
I can see it. What is that movie?
I can't think of it.
Yeah, the movie Soul. That was a good one. I like that
That
movie.
that was
Inside
awesome.
Out. Inside
Inside
Out.
Out. I said, okay, Disney. Disney did good. That was a very good movie. And the same with Soul. I watched that when my mom came down and visited, and I was like, wow, Disney is finally waking up. They've been claiming to be woke, even though, Walt Disney, there's some issues there. But finally, they are portraying us in a very unique light. That's what I want to see.
Well,
That's
you
what
know
I
what?
want to see.
I believe that in order for change to happen, we have to have a seat at the table. Disney has a very large table. Um, but I'm still going to have to hold myself accountable. If I'm going to make a movie, I can make the Do the Right Thing. I can make that movie. I can make any other of the Spike Lee movies. He made some great ones.
He did.
Or I can make something for my children, right? Like Disney does. But we
We need
haven't
that.
we haven't done that. So we're expecting someone else to do our job.
So where are those? How can we get accurate representation even with Princess and the Frog, which of all the movies that had to be the one that had to have a black princess. That just still kind of baffles me.
Look, I don't do scary movies. I've only seen Princess Tiana one time because me and my daughter, it was a big thing. I was
Uh,
like, oh, the first Black Disney princess. I got my daughter. We're gonna watch this together. It's gonna be great and wonderful. I was like this the whole time. I was like, is that a spirit? Look, I don't play them kind of reindeer games. Okay. I believe when you open your ear gates and your eye gates, you allow things to come in. And I was like, they trying to put a curse. When I tell you, after that movie went off, I went anointed everything, saged. Okay, I put a prayer down in that house and over my kids like no other. Because I was
and
like,
that's
whoa.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Why does everything have to be so dark and gloomy? Like, okay, I think this is a Disney movie, and for those of y'all that are out there that may be a little older than me, do y'all remember the movie Pollyanna?
Hold tight on Pollyanna. Someone is
Okay.
saying that she was a frog longer than she was a princess in the movie. I can't remember. Y'all only
She
saw
was
it
a
that one time.
frog woman. She was. She most definitely was a frog. The majority, I'd say 90% of the movie, she was a frog. She definitely was.
Oh, look, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it with my holy oil. All
Yeah,
right.
because when you saw the spirits, she was a frog. But then Disney did
Okay.
what Disney does well, and it took True Love's kiss and blah 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 blah.
Gotta have true love's kiss. We need true love's kiss.
We do need True Love's kiss, but you can't. It can't wake your ass up from a deep sleep. It can't
Look,
turn your ass from a
true love's kiss better wake me up from a deep sleep. All right, Carl,
well.
what was the movie you was talking about?
Hell, you made me forget, but now I want to.
True
I
love's
want
kiss.
to see.
Sorry. Look, I was trying to see the names here.
See,
Melissa, thank you, Melissa.
thanks, girl. But what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought.
Y'all, what was the movie he just said? It wasn't Pocahontas. It was somebody. It was a movie. It was an old movie. He was trying to ask us, have we seen it?
Pollyanna
Yeah,
with
no.
the girl from the Huxtables,
Which one? Which one?
Rudy,
No, never seen it.
Sharon.
I need to go watch Pollyanna too.
So Pollyanna was like the version. I swear it was like. First of all, let me ask: has anybody seen that? Anybody? I know I'm
I
not. I
think
know I'm
Melissa
not dating
has,
myself.
because she the only one that wrote the name. Just you and Melissa.
Okay. Y'all do your homework. Go watch Pollyanna. That was a very good movie. It had all a lot of the black actors of today when they were children. They were in that movie, and it was even Felicia. Is that how you say her name?
Felicia
Felicia
Rashad.
Rashad. She was in the movie as well. Younger, she's still fine. Felicia, you fine, girl, you fine. But yeah, she was in the movie, and it was I was like, for once, I need something
Okay.
like that. Can we get a remake of Pollyanna? Y'all remaking Star Wars has died 17 cycles ago, and the same with Fast and the Furious. It is on Fast and the Furious 100. It needs to stop. Can we get that for a Disney movie? Remake Pollyanna. Show some young, gifted black children skipping down the bayou and doing the damn thing. Can we do
If it
that?
was a Huxtable cast, I probably saw it back in the 80s. I just don't
You
remember.
did. You did. Because it was a good 2 out of 5 of them. Bill
Okay.
probably wasn't allowed on the set.
The shade. The shade.
The tree of it all.
The tree of it all. All right. Well, Carl, I have enjoyed this conversation tonight. I have one last question for you.
Yes.
Last week, you said I was Mulan. Do you still think I have the character traits of Mulan, and why?
Yes, you still have traits of Mulan. because you're very determined. Even when it just in general, when you put your mind to something, you see the various ways in which you will succeed or fail. So, if I go left at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to twist my ankle. But if I go at a 90-degree angle, tilt back, pivot, I'm going to be in success. So, you definitely show characteristics of Mulan, and you're a badass. And that's a good thing. You're a badass. Like I told everybody last week, stop searching for Prince Charming. He is a hoe. Prince Charming is a hoe. He been with Rapunzel, Cinderella. He a hoe. Get you a Mufasa. You need a Mufasa. You need a boss.
All right, so I will take my Mulan characteristics because you're right. And go somewhere and sit down. Thank you.
Sit down. Mufasa gonna find you. You
Yes, he will.
good.
Because I ain't looking. Hey, I'm gonna go through a
Okay.
process of growth.
Amen. So let me hit you with this, Sharon.
Amen.
Who's on the roster for next week?
Next week. Okay, so we asked you guys what Disney character do you feel like you are? And we saw Tinkerbell pop up several times. Another movie I gotta go watch. But Carl the Guru has told me that Tinkerbell has a history in Peter Pan. So I got to go and watch Peter Pan. So this is the lineup. We got to watch Peter Pan first, get the tea on Tinkerbell, watch Tinkerbell to see what she's doing next in that movie to get her history and her current, right?
No, you got to watch Tinkerbell to see how she became, and then you have to watch Peter Pan to see where she ended.
Oh, well, which came first, the chicken or the egg? So Tinkerbell came before Peter Pan?
So, yes, Tinkerbell came before Peter Pan.
How old is Tinkerbell? My God.
That heifer is old.
Because Peter Pan
but
was
forever
in the
21.
50s.
Yes.
Peter Pan is a creepy movie. Oh, Lord, let me get my oil out. All right, so we need to watch Tinkerbell first. And
Tinkerbell
then
first.
watch Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Yes.
She made it into 2 movies.
She made it into a series of movies, but yes.
And then Mark put in the chat that parrot, and I had no idea who he was and still don't. Iago. I hope I'm saying that right. Iago. Iago. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she is a little sass, is she?
Very much so. Very much so.
So Tinkerbell in her double movie feature, and then we're gonna head her up with Iago. The parrot with the personality. Yes. We bringing a whole animal in this thing. I can't wait to watch. So I got 3 movies on my to-do list this weekend. So me and my kids will have a great time.
Yes. But y'all, I want y'all to know, because I hit Sharon with it today. Tinkerbell, everybody loves Tinkerbell. She's, oh my God, she's so cute. Oh. But Tinkerbell got a past, like many of us. Tinkerbell has a past, and her future wasn't all that.
Oh, look, I got to get the tea on Tinkerbell.
Yeah, because if y'all, like, I don't know who it was. It might have been Melissa that has said Peter Pan was a creepy ass movie. But if you look at what Peter Pan represents, and Tinkerbell was an accomplice.
I got to watch it. Oh my goodness.
So see, you would technically have to have 4 movies, because Hook with Robin Williams, may he rest in peace, and Rufio, that was a very good movie.
Where does Hook come in?
So Captain Hook is the villain for Peter Pan.
Okay.
But in the live action movie, it was called Hook. Right. And Robin Williams played Peter Pan, who was an adult that left the Neverland, the original, the OG. So
does Tinkerbell make her way to that movie? 3 movies?
Yep. She's in that one too.
Why is she so popular?
Because it's all about perception. So I cannot wait to talk about perception, how people perceive Tinkerbell.
Okay, I'm here for it.
It's gonna
I
be
am
fun.
here for it. Vanessa says that was the best one. Which one? Hook? I
Hook
think
was
I may
lit.
have seen Hook.
I know
I
you
like the
did.
live actions. I can get with the live actions.
Rufio.
The
And Rufio was,
cartoon.
what was that dude? He was a little, I want to say he's Asian American too. And he was in a lot of movies back in the day. Rufio. I can't think of it what his real name is, but I remember his character.
Okay,
Hook.
all right. So Hook
Yeah.
was lit. All right.
Hook
So
was
I got
lit.
4 movies on my agenda. I'm gonna have a great weekend. Okay.
Yes. Yes, please enjoy. So, what did you guys think? Did you guys like our first initial which Disney Pixar character are you? Did you guys enjoy it? Was it interesting? Because we had fun with it. I did.
I
And I'm
did.
tired.
Yes. Yes.
I'm exhausted,
I
y'all.
did. I'm looking forward to this fun, light and lively conversation this month. I know we have some Disney lovers out there. So
Yes.
y'all gotta make sure, and I know y'all be watching it after the fact too, but I need y'all on here at 9:30 because you ain't got nothing else to do. COVID is still a real thing.
Very-
So I'm gonna need y'all to come on in here with the TDT. Thank you, Leah. Leah says very creative. Love it. The comments are
Hey,
even
cousin.
slower on StreamYard.
So,
Ava says,
Sharon.
love the conversation.
Yay. Thanks, Ava. So, speaking of Ava,
Hold on,
she,
real quick. I
okay.
can only see Leah's comment on Facebook. So we've missed a lot of comments.
Uh-oh.
So we can't see everyone's comments. Oh, well, that makes sense. Leah says, hey, cousin. Wait,
Hey.
I can't see your picture. I know Jackson's now. Is that Sarah or Lisa?
No, that's my cousin.
That's your cousin? Okay.
That's my
All right.
cousin. That's
And
Colorado. That's
Vanessa.
that 303,
All right.
5680, baby.
Vanessa
Yeah.
says loved it. Okay, so I think there may be a button or something that y'all have to click to allow your comments to come up on StreamYard, which is this new platform that we're using. So
Yes.
I apologize, but I do see where we missed a lot of the comments tonight.
Sorry, y'all. My computer will be up and running next week because I finally found all the pieces right before the show started. So, yeah,
Amen.
definitely have it. But because Ava's name is still on here, Sharon, we're going to have to reach out and maybe have a guest next week because she was the first one that posted.
So what, she posted Tinkerbell?
No, Ava posted Tiana.
Oh,
She
Princess
was
Tiana.
the first to post right after the show.
So Ava, do you want to come on next week when we talk about Tinkerbell and Iago? Or do you want to join the Princess Tiana conversation? Because we can have y'all on here with us.
Yes. Or do you got first dibs, or would you like to join us when we head off 6 of the top villains conversation?
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So you get the first pick because you followed directions, and we appreciate that here at T.D.T.
Amen. All right, well, Ava, you let us know.
Yes.
If you want to join us on the live, and you don't have to be on the whole time. I think I can like click you in and click you off, or whatever you want to do. Just let us know. Now, if there is anyone else, she said, "Ooh, the villains." All right, so you want to do the villain ones?
Okay. The
Right.
villain will be week 3, so you're good. We got 2 more weeks before we'll do the villain because we're going to take our time. I need Sharon to watch every single one.
We may have to make that week 4.
No, week 4 is supposed to be Beauty and the Beast. That's my shit. That's my shit.
Beauty,
We're talking about the Beast.
Wait a minute. What's
No. We're talking about the Beast.
I mean, the Beast and
Beauty and the Beast.
Right. I got my movies mixed up. Okay, y'all, we're going to figure it out. Next week is Tinkerbell and Iago.
Yes.
Iago. We got to get Tiana up in here. We got to get, where we're going to do Scar? Maybe he can just be on the villain list.
He's on the villain list. He's going to be one of the top 6 original villains.
All right. Someone put Sleeping Beauty in there. Shell put Sleeping Beauty in there.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna acknowledge that because she just likes sleeping. That ain't fair. That is not fair.
All right. Okay. All right. So Ava, week three. Be camera ready. We're gonna have you on here with us.
Be camera ready. I'm so excited. So look, Sharon, do you have any nominees for maybe next week? This is the first time we can have some of our audience actually join us. What you
Look,
think, co-host?
is there anyone who chose Tinkerbell that want to join us? Where's Mark? Mark, I know you're gonna watch this later, because I don't see you in the comments right now. But Mark, you pick Yago. If he wants to come on and talk about Yago, I can't wait to hear it.
Yes, and Tandria did Tinkerbell. She's
Aladdin,
one
that's
of the
the
people.
movie. Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Grandma Susie says Aladdin. Princess Jasmine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the movie because I didn't even know who Yago was. So
she didn't, y'all. And then when I told her Aladdin, y'all, the first thing she said was, "Ain't that the one with the whole new world?" I was like,
oh, that's the wrong movie.
That's the song.
Movie.
That was the right movie.
That's the right movie.
The right movie with that was the only thing she could remember was A Whole New World.
It was popular because Peabo Bryson and Vanessa Williams did the song.
Look at you knowing your history. Ooh. Well, this was fun. This was a fun one. I cannot wait till we get to meet some of our people face to face.
Look, I'm calling some people out. So Tish Rivera is a Disney fanatic. Melody Franklin, Disney gurus, like they know the Disney stuff. So I will anybody that wants to come on and hang out and cut up with us, we are here for it.
Yeah, I want to get my
Regina Bell. That wasn't Vanessa Williams. It was Peabo and Regina.
See, I didn't know. That song was annoying. I had to sing it at my 6th grade continuation.
So Mel, the guru, is talking. She said Regina Bell.
Okay.
Okay, so it was Regina Bell and Peabo. I thought Vanessa Williams got on that.
You probably thinking of another Disney movie.
All right, Regina Bell laid it down.
See? So see, we need to get her on here. And then even like my sister Jasmine Cooper, she loves Disney. I literally think she has season passes for all of the amusement parks. They know everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I would love to see. That's Grandma Susie. Mm-hmm. Tell Jasmine I'm calling her out. Maybe we can have a face-off. Who knows more about Disney?
We can do, I think, up to 6 to 10 people. Like we can have multiple people on.
We fancy now. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining us. You got anything else for us, Miss Sharon?
Oh, see, Beauty and the Beast was Vanessa Williams. I knew she was up in there somewhere.
Not she was over there searching it.
So Melody Franklin, I need you to be camera ready and let us know what day you want to come up on the live, okay? So we can talk about these things.
Yes. I would love to get other people's perception of what they think as an adult versus what they perceived as a child.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that'll be an interesting discussion.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation tonight.
Me too.
All right. She said, I got you. All right.
All right. We're going to hold you to it.
Next week, Tinkerbell versus Aladdin.
Iago. Yes. Yes, you did it.
9:30, same time, same place. Look for
same Black channel.
Facebook group. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.